Okay, hi. Welcome to my channel, Auntie Tarot. If you've been drawn to this message, there must be something here within for you. Please be discerning, take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's get a shuffle going here and see what message Spirit has for you today. Hope you all are doing well. Okay, Spirit, what messages do we have today for the collective? What messages do we have today here for the collective? Sun. Yay. Popping out. Would you like to see that sun? Happiest card in the deck. We'll take it. Okay, we start out with the Queen of Wands. That's an excellent card to have. With her counterpart. However, the counterpart, her King of Wands, is in the reverse. So the Queen of Wands, she's bold. She's beautiful. She's out there. She's making things happen. She is gorgeous. She is charismatic. She is who you want to be next to. Or who you want to be. Maybe this is you. And her counterpart is in the reverse. So where he would be all of those things and more kingly, but also, a winner and very bold as well. And he goes after and always gets what he wants. Also very charismatic, terrific looking, dynamic. In the reverse, this is telling me he is more egocentric, more ego based. He can be very impatient. He can have sudden emotional outbursts. Yeah, so though he is her match, he is not acting himself. He's acting off kilter in the reverse here. The sun shows itself, so something good is happening. Happiest card in the deck. There is something happening here that is happy. Let's see what we have here, Spirit. More information for this couple of our wand couple here. Spirit, what other messages do we have here for the wand couple we're seeing? Okay, we're seeing the Page of Cups and the Two of Swords. The Page of Cups talks about this can be an apology. Maybe you're owed an apology here, Queen of Wands, from your king, who's acting out of character, unpleasant. This can also talk about serendipitous happenings, something creative, a younger energy perhaps. Two of Swords talks about blocking somebody. This can also be a crossroads, at a crossroads. And the Page of Swords in the reverse talks about gossip. This talks about someone who's all talk and no action. I'm getting that either this King of Wands is acting immature. I owes you an apology, Queen of Wands. Gorgeous Queen of Wands. Gorgeous, dynamic, achieving Queen of Wands. Your king owes you an apology right now. Something's happened. Or this is two different energies. You've got a king that's kind of fallen off to the side here. Or just an energy that's kind of narcissistic, egocentric in your environment. And you also have someone young who's vivacious too, but just looking at life with rose-colored glasses, and there's opportunities for anything to happen. Pigs can fly type of energy and personality. which goes hand in hand with the sun. You're just so happy about something, or there's just such an energy of anything can happen. So maybe, Queen, you're overlooking this king and saying, look, I don't need to put up with this egocentric behavior, these outbursts, this impatience on your part. I'm looking towards my happiness. And maybe it involves somebody younger, or maybe it's just simply stating, I believe anything is possible and I'm moving forward. I'm at a crossroads here. I'm going to leave you behind, King. You're not offering much. If you did it one time, you aren't at this time for whatever reason. Or you're saying, you're blocking something, you're blocking someone here, as we see in the next card. You're blocking someone here that is all talk and no action. Maybe that's your king. There's new passion here, a new beginning. Maybe your passions, your hobbies, your interests, and that's what's making you happy. Anything is possible here. You're moving towards your goals, your desires. Anything is possible with this passionate card, the Ace of Wands, the beginning of something passionate. Could be a relationship as well. And you're leaving behind some energy that is all talk, no action. You've had enough. You're at a crossroads. You're maybe, as I said, even blocking them. Let's see what else we can find out here in this message as it unfolds. Okay, Queen of Swords. She is setting boundaries. This is a feminine energy that's more analytical, head over heart type, very well spoken, good communicator, brilliant thinker. This could be you, describing you more in detail. This could be another energy. And she's not going to take any bull. Her sword is up for a reason, and she sets her boundaries accordingly. Maybe I'm actually hearing there's somebody else in your energy that is helping you set these boundaries with this king. Queen of Wands. So I do believe this is a different energy that's helping you see you're at a crossroads. Your life can be different. It doesn't have to be with this negative energy. It can be full of light and full of possibility and full of sun and full of happiness. And you don't need an energy of all talk and no action and full of ego. There's a lot to look forward to in the area of what you want to achieve in life. And I believe that this Queen of Swords is helping you with that. I'm getting this is an older person in your life, but it does feel like it's more friend energy. Could be, yeah, I'm not really getting it's a mother, but it's somebody that's helping you to move forward and helping you with setting boundaries with people or setting boundaries in your relationship. Now, the the Ten of Swords here in the reverse talks about an energy that's hit rock bottom. I believe this is your King of Wands. So I am getting an energy or instinctively feeling that this King of Wands was kind of, va-va-voom and sharp and neat and someone you all wanted to hang out with and certainly have a relationship with. And I believe that you did at one time, Queen. But now this person has hit rock bottom for some reason. And it's time for you to, as you come upon your crossroads here, make some decisions. And I see you leaving this energy alone, leaving it behind, setting your boundaries, knowing what you want, and focusing on that. And it's serendipitous. Something happens that's serendipitous. It shows you what's possible still. That you don't have to have this lack mentality of, I'm all talk but no action. You don't have to place any more faith in these false promises, empty promises. The next card that comes out sideways is the Six of Swords. This talks about moving away. So I think you've had a hard time with moving from this energy. This can also talk about travel. Maybe you're considering travel, but it's coming out sideways, which means a decision hasn't been made in my mind and how I'm reading it. What else do we have here, Spirit? It's looking good with the Sun card. I love to see that. It's your major arcana out here. I believe that reinforces that, you're looking towards the light. and you know your worth, you know your value, you're beautiful, you're stunning, you're turning heads, you're able to achieve anything you can dream up. You're charismatic. People want to be around you. They want to be you. There's no reason for you to dim your light. You're moving forward. Good things are happening. I just get a sense of you're in the midst of these changes. What else do we have here, Spirit? And if we don't hear more from this deck, I'll switch gears. Feel like maybe we've heard what we were meant to hear from this deck. Yeah. Okay. I do list all the decks that I use in my description, so please look there if you like the decks that I use. Okay, Spirit, this is for clarification and more information. Let's go a little bit more information here. As far as clarifying, I'm kind of glancing over the cards now, and I feel like we have a pretty clear message going on here. There's something you're not investing in. I think it's this King of Wands. You've just decided, you know, whatever's going on there, I do get a sense of, you know, this is too bad that this personality type has changed, or this personality has been something you don't recognize anymore, but you're not investing in it anymore. I feel like you gave it your all, though. Certainly, the Queen of Wands would do that. Knight of Cups in the reverse. This talks about missing the signs. Maybe you missed the signs of this king changing, but now you're clear on that. Knight of Cups always also talks about needing to open up your heart to receive love. And now, again, this is in the reverse. So, a couple of messages when it's in the reverse. Not seeing the signs, as well as having to open up your heart. So, you know, maybe this has been such a tough situation here that you've closed your heart for a time, but Spirit is asking you to boldly move forward. You see that with the Six of Swords. You're going somewhere, vacation or moving forward in your life in another direction. You're no longer placing any investment in the past or this past situation. This past energy is actually more specifically what I'm getting. But Spirit asks you to open up your heart. Be receptive to something new, someone new. And also just perhaps a side note that you missed the signs here. That's okay. That's easy to do. You have the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. Interesting in synchronicity here. Two of Swords talks about, and you've received this twice now, Two of Swords, double confirmation. This is talking about your crossroads. Yes, I believe that. This can also talk about blocking someone, but I believe you're at a crossroads in life. And this Queen of Swords is helping you with your boundaries. Or you're the Queen of Swords, and you're helping a Queen of Wands who's in this situation with her boundaries and getting back on her feet and moving in a positive, happy direction where there's a lot of beginning potential, passionate beginnings. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, and I believe that's talking about the past. So you're at a crossroads because of heartbreak, and I do see that the King has been involved here as I read these cards. Nine of Pentacles follows, and this is loss of independence. So I believe that the situation you were in with this Queen of Wands, or King of Wands, excuse me, caused you to feel very dependent, or they wanted you to be very dependent. The situation itself was heartbreaking. You're at a crossroads. I see you not investing in it anymore. Spirit, what else we have here? I would like to ask about this Page of Cups because I'd like to know if that's a situation or a person. The Empress in the reverse. What I'm getting is that this King of Wands made you feel, Queen of Wands, like the Empress in the reverse. And this is somebody who is all over the board with their emotions. They're not balanced. They're very codependent. They're very needy on others. I don't get a sense that you're actually like that. But this situation drove you to that, or that gave this King of Wands in the reverse a sense of value, pride, that you relied on him so, and I feel like it was all just heartbreaking. That you're very independent as a Queen of Wands, certainly. Dynamic. She's the most dynamic queen in the deck. And so I don't see her personality type, her energy to be anything that would be dependent. So, but the Tower in the reverse tells me that you have avoided a Tower moment here. I feel like you left the King of Wands in a classy manner, high vibrational manner, and didn't stoop to maybe his anger levels or his lower vibrational levels. So kudos on that. And that just, as I'm reading the cards, shows me that here that you avoided a Tower moment. So maybe he was hoping you'd get upset so he could be upset, or he was upset and you didn't match the anger. So good for you. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse follows the Tower in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse talks about being lazy. It can also talk about, ironically, the flip side of lazy, but it does mean both in the reverse, or can mean both. Someone who's a workaholic. I feel like the King of Wands was maybe a workaholic. The situation was just, we're seeing it as negative, getting more and more negative. So you're out of that. And the Devil comes in here in the reverse, and that talks about letting go, releasing the toxicity. So just exactly what I was seeing here, and then confirmation that you're releasing the toxicity of this all. Let's get a couple more messages if we can here, Spirit, or do we pretty much have the message? Five of Cups. In the reverse, this talks about, well, I see it as you are coming out of these regrets. Remember, with this card, you have, and I always say this over and over again, you have 3 cups that are spilled in front of you. Don't be looking to that. The person in this card looks to that in the Rider-Waite deck. But what they're not acknowledging, and in my opinion they should be turning around and focusing on instead, are the 2 cups that are full behind them. 7 of Swords follows that. This is coming out of lies, deceit. This can also be someone who enjoys conflict. Maybe your King of Wands liked conflict, created conflict, wanted you to also meet him on that level. Meet, I should say, the male energy here on that level, the masculine energy. As you know, tarot doesn't have gender, so it's gender neutral. The Chariot follows this 7 of Swords, deceit, lies, or wanting to be combative type vibe. But with the Chariot following that, I see that you have had a breakthrough. And I believe we're seeing that over and over again. The message is you had a breakthrough and you're no longer engaging in this kind of energy, this kind of person. Again, good for you. Let's find out about this. I'd like to know more about this Page of Cups. Are we talking about a person? Is this a situation, Spirit? What's the Page of Cups? Can we get more information on that? Page of Cups, Spirit. What do we have? More information, please, Spirit, on the Page of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who is very controlling. They can be abusive. They haven't handled their money. They're not a good businessman. Negative energy with the Page of Cups, who is very positive, serendipitous energy. We did have the Page of Cups with the 10 of Swords in the reverse. That was talking about hitting rock bottom. Ten of Wands. with the Page of Cups, with the King of Pentacles. Well, I'm reading this now as an energy of the King of Wands, who is in fact more, they're a younger person. They can be abusive in nature. They have brought you burdens and secrets. You've come to a crossroads. I don't see them tied to the sun. I don't see this anymore as a serendipitous situation. Certainly, I see you as we move out of this energy with the Ace of Wands being you starting new beginnings and knowing your boundaries. But rather than see this as a serendipitous situation, I'm seeing this as describing more of your King of Wands. Somebody younger who was unpleasant to be around, to say the least. Very controlling. They brought you a lot of burdens and they had a lot of secrets. I'm seeing this energy more tied with this King of Wands, or this is a type that you date. You're seeing that pattern. You are recognizing there's a need for change and boundaries here with the Two of Swords coming to a crossroads and the Queen of Swords setting your boundaries. I see this Page of Cups, as I said, now more as a person as we go in with some clarifiers in energy that has hit rock bottom. At one time, they were very creative, loving, anything's possible, and certainly the King of Wands would be that way too in the upright. But as we clarify more, I'm not seeing that energy as positive with this. I see messages here of someone younger, messages that are harsh, messages of burdens and secrets. Spirit, anything more here? Page of Cups. Anything more on the Page of Cups? Okay, these kind of are speaking to me a little bit. This is somebody who doesn't show their emotions. They're pretty cut off. I think at one time they did. I think they were fun. I think they were charismatic. I think we're talking about the same person. Now they're cut off. Something's happened. They're shut off. They've shut down. They've been more in their ego. They've been maybe aggressive even, controlling, secretive. But that chapter is closing out. You see that with the World. And we do say that in the cards. I'm getting that we're getting more information on this type of energy that you have walked away from. You've closed out this cycle. A new one begins. It begins with this Ace of Wands, and that's new, passionate beginnings. You're setting your boundaries. You're not investing in this anymore. You're opening your heart, or you're trying to. This has been an ordeal, I feel. But Spirit's asking you to not let this influence your future. Your future is bright. Open your heart. Be willing to do that again. Something is going to be very beautiful and bright for you in your future. Yes, you're at a crossroads after this heartbreak that left you out of sorts, more dependent than you would be, not as independent as you naturally are. You avoided the tower moment, however, by not dipping down into this level. You released it. You released this toxicity, this negativity. I even see you coming out of this regret, recognizing the deceit, the lies here, and the need to not also be combative. You did have a breakthrough there. It was not worth it to you to be in this energy and act like this energy acts. What else do we have for Spirit? Ooh. Okay, I'll grab that off the floor. Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, so Four of Wands. This is the awesome card. This is a lot of abundance, happiness, family, joy, and here you are again as the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. I'm getting a confirmation of you return to self. You return to your true, authentic self after all this that maybe presented itself differently when you first encountered this energy. Now you're seeing it differently, or they're out of sorts, but either way, it's not energy for you anymore. It doesn't serve you. You're moving on. You're not investing. And that brings you right back to self. And what an excellent card to describe you. You are just an incredible individual. So gifted, so talented, willing to actually use talents that you have been graciously been given to benefit others. But in addition, you're great looking, you're charismatic. People love being around your energy. You are a winner. You are an independent, successful person. And it's one of the best cards in the deck that could describe somebody. Four of Wands. You will have, and what I feel you are deserving of because of your natural character, is abundance, love, family, happiness. Four of Wands, the awesome card. Anything awesome you can imagine will be yours because of just who you embody. Queen of Wands is, like I said, she's an amazing card to describe you. If she describes you, in other words, you are one amazing individual and you deserve the abundance that's coming, happiness, family, joy. Awesome. All the awesomes that life offers. Let's take one more card here. Terrific. Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups. Beginnings of love. New beginnings in love. So whatever it is that you love, if this is a person, a new person that's coming into the picture, or if this is your passions that we've talked about, a new life, you have new beginnings here, all surrounding you with love. And as I said, I do get a sense of you are just an incredible individual and very deserving of that. So if you had a little blip here with somebody who maybe presented themselves differently or changed on you for whatever reason, it's just a speed bump because you're destined for great things and you're destined for much happiness. And I see it here. Let's do an oracle and we'll wrap this up. But it's been faith and confidence in self that's gotten you out of this, as well as someone who's helped you here who you might consider to be a Queen of Swords, someone who's very strong, analytically helping you with boundaries. But it's been your great strength and fortitude, too, that has helped you to get back on track and reaping the benefits that life offers. Okay, we were just asking for one, so let's see what this card is. Redemption. Interesting. Huh. Number 27 in the deck, and this is the Mystical Journey Oracle. Redemption. The goddess depicts on the redemption card is opening her arms to the universe, seeking redemption. She is asking for forgiveness, but in her heart she understands that the choices she makes are hers and hers alone. She belongs to no one else. The snakes coming from her chest represent feelings of guilt and self-judgment. Okay, so let's see that a little bit better. That's a beautiful card, huh? Tough decisions have been made. Yes, we've seen that. But she has honored her needs. This has not come without sacrifice, but it has set her upon her highest path. Yes, we have talked about this. Redemption rises from the bones of self-blame and regret. We talked about regret, but I see you coming out of this. This card asks you to move on from the painful past And cast aside any feelings of remorse. What has been done cannot be undone, and you have learned great lessons from your experience. The proud and gentle stag standing at the top of the image. We see them here. Herald a time of positive change and a release from suffering. Deer trust their instincts. They are powerful and independent. And here you are coming back into your independence, as we talked about. Learn to trust your own decisions when it comes to doing what is best for you, and do not give this power away to others. Focus on the wild goddess and feel her power. She is the keeper of her own soul, and she makes her own decisions with grace and beauty. Certainly we see that. Double confirmation, grace and beauty. You embody the Queen of Wands. Play some drumming music and dance to the beat with abandon so you can discover your wild spirit. Good luck to you, Queen of Wands. I wish you nothing but good things, and I see that that is coming for you. You are very deserving. If you've liked this message and this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. That helps my channel to grow. I would really appreciate it. And in closing, I try and always keep these important messages in mind. Stay in your light. Know your worth. Peace.